With Red Dead Redemption 2 long since out of the way, you've got to believe that the vast majority of the focus in Rockstar has turned to development of Grand Theft Auto 6. There's so much other exciting news to pore over, from a 70s/80s inspired setting to the prospect of building your own drug empire. So I'm Ewan, this is WhatCulture Gaming, and here are 7 things you aren't supposed to know about GTA 6. Number 7. Mysterious Glassdoor job review confirms locations. In May of 2019, eagle-eyed fans hungry for new info on GTA 6 spotted a very mysterious post on the website Glassdoor. If you're unfamiliar with Glassdoor, basically think of it as the TripAdvisor for jobs. Employees of an organization, usually after they've left, review their employer and say what went well and what didn't. In this particular Glassdoor review, a person listing themselves as a current employee, QA tester in Edinburgh, Scotland, for Rockstar Games posted quite the negative review of the company, citing bullies in the company, terrible crunch times, and working ridiculous hours. They also posted a very strange advice to management section where the first letters of each line read as GTA 6 LSVC LC. There have been rumors in the past of GTA 6 having multiple cities. If you look into the post this employee made, it seems to be a cryptic reference to GTA 6 including Los Santos, Vice City, and Liberty City. Since its initial publication, the post has been deleted. Of course, take it with a massive grain of salt, as it could technically be by anyone, but if it is by a former disgruntled employee, it's entirely possible that this cryptic tease could be true. Number 6. GTA 6 is early in development, may launch smaller, and be updated over time. Earlier this year, Kotaku published a fascinating article into the crunch culture of Rockstar and how they're allegedly taking steps to change this. It comes after Red Dead Redemption 2, Rockstar's last big project, was surrounded by a storm of controversy for the horrible hours its staff had to work to get the final product out the door. Kotaku also talked with several Rockstar employees in the article and found that changes are already being made company-wide, including to Grand Theft Auto 6. According to Kotaku, quote, "One plan that management has laid out for the next game, a new entry in the Grand Theft Auto series, is to start out with a moderately sized release, which by Rockstar standards would still be a large game, that is then expanded with regular updates over time, which may help mitigate stress and crunch." They also state that the game is still quote-unquote early in development, so Kotaku, at least, believes a release date anytime soon to be unlikely. Others don't think it'll be quite so long though. Number 5. It's further along in development than Kotaku thinks. People leaking video games is nothing new, but in the case of Grand Theft Auto, and Rockstar as a whole in fact, there's a very prolific leaker named Tez2 on Twitter who seems to constantly have their finger on the pulse about what's going on at the company. In a direct response to the Kotaku article mentioned previously, Tez2 stated the following. Next title, a new GTA title is in early stages of development? It's hard to believe that when I'm hearing it's halfway done, or even beyond that. Take note that Red Dead Redemption 2 took approximately 8 or 7 years worth of development. Expect the same with the next title, unless it's early as in we are nowhere near release, which is more believable. What he says does seem to make sense. Since GTA 5's release over 7 years ago now, you've got to believe that Rockstar have been hard at work putting together Grand Theft Auto 6 for some time. GTA 5 is still regularly at the top of the charts, and Red Dead Redemption 2, while successful, is by no means the cash juggernaut GTA is. A release date in the next couple of years seems to look increasingly likely. Number 4. The game's existence and character confirmed by actor. 2020 was stacked with GTA leaks. In March 2020, an actor seemingly managed to confirm the game's existence by putting it down on his resume that he'd been involved with the project. The actor in question is Jorge Consejo, and a Twitter account dedicated to GTA leaks, coincidentally called GTA 6 News and Leaks, shared out a screen grab of the actor's CV. In the PDF version available on the actor's website, since amended with references to GTA 6 removed, the actor states that they are involved with Grand Theft Auto 6, working for Rockstar Games, and are portraying a character known as the Mexican, which is not very specific, but still. After many people asked Consejo for more details, he tweeted out the following: "While I read every message from you, please know that because of contract stipulations, sometimes I'm unable to comment on certain projects. Please don't feel ignored or unseen. I appreciate and value every single one of you." Even more interestingly though, the PDF also confirms that Consejo did the motion capture work for GTA 6 in 2018, meaning production has quite likely progressed significantly since then. Number 3. The GTA 6 website's redirect has changed. Rockstar has no doubt always planned to release GTA 6 at some point, and that's exactly why they've taken steps in the past to secure website domain names such as GTA6.com. This is common practice in the industry, and when you've tried to access the URL previously, there was a redirect in place that took you directly to Rockstar's standard website. From April 2020 though, the URL redirect appears to have been changed and now returns simply an error message. This is usually again common practice in the website development industry when a website is about to be changed or revealed. The rabbit hole goes even deeper. Originally, the domain name servers pointed to Munich in Germany, whereas other domains in Rockstar's library, such as GTA4.com, point to a server in New York. With the update, the GTA6.com website link now also points to New York, fueling speculation that they've brought it in-house to prepare the website for some sort of reveal in the near future. Number 2. The Project America's codename and leaked game info. Although Reddit leaks are easy to take with a big pinch of salt, a huge detailed leak seemingly made the rounds on social media in July of 2019. The first thing to note about this leak by Reddit user Jack-O-Lantern1982, since deleted, is that the game is codenamed Project Americas. This has also been reported by other outlets since this initial leak, and seems to confirm that perhaps the game is set not necessarily just in North America. In the original leak from Jack-O-Lantern1982, they claimed early development of GTA 6 began in 2012 but didn't start properly until 2015. It's set in both Vice City and another new location based on Rio de Janeiro. There will be linear missions in Liberty City with no open world exploration, and it won't be as realistic as Red Dead 2. You'll also play as a drug lord wannabe who is named Ricardo, with the game being heavily inspired by Netflix's Narcos as you build your own criminal empire. The game is set in both the 1970s and 1980s, and buildings and locations will update over time as the narrative moves along. There's plenty of other leaked info from this user, including the presence of a giant prison, emphasis on building a drug empire like in Vice City Stories, and references to storing weapons in your personal vehicle, like your horse in Red Dead 2. And number 1, GTA Online will have its own story. While many people love the single-player aspects of Grand Theft Auto, Grand Theft Auto Online has become Rockstar's real huge money spinner since its launch in Grand Theft Auto 5. You've gotta believe that they're doubling down on GTA Online even more in GTA 6, and according to leaks over on the GTA forums, this extends to having a separate story mode entirely based around GTA Online. The post states the following: GTA Online will be set in the 1980s and allow players to join another person's main story campaign as a member of the protagonist's crew. Up to 4 players can join in on a story mission, while the online mode has its own story too. You can choose different classes: the undercover, the cartel member, or a member of one of the 5 families with only Liberty and Vice City playable. You'll be able to run your own crews and work for the story mode's bosses to earn money. Each class has their own perks. Being undercover allows you to report back to your staff sergeant in either Vice or Liberty. Working for the cartel allows you to help smuggle drugs from Vice to Liberty, and being a part of one of the 5 families can allow you to become a made man. Rockstar does need some way to introduce the quote-unquote next generation of GTA Online, and this could be the way. And those were 7 things you weren't supposed to know about GTA 6. Which rumors do you think are true? Let me know in the comments below before I have to neuralize you all, and don't forget to give us a like and subscribe to WhatCulture Gaming if you haven't done so already. Remember, you can find more content like this at whatculture.com/gaming, but that's all for now though. I've been Ewan, thanks for watching, and I will see you soon. Bye!